What is up, YouTube? We're back here again. We're back here again with yet another video here on the channel. We are back. Actually, no, we're not even back. We're here with a new mod, a brand new mod. So as you guys can probably tell from the title screen, this is a Yuri-based mod. And it is called Doki Fallen Angel. We've already done a Natsuki mod. We are in the middle of a Sayori mod right now. Which yes, I'm still finishing that. Don't worry, I'm not just abandoning that series. But yeah, this is gonna be a Yuri-based mod, and from what I've heard, it's really emotional and really sad, especially near the end. So yeah, if there's any like trigger warnings or anything, I will obviously put up a warning on the screen so that you guys can know. But without any more yapping, let's get straight into it. Let's make sure I actually type in my name right. There we go. Okay.
Fire demon! Fire demon! Fire demon, wake up!
I shake myself awake. Upon opening my eyes, the image of Sayori fills my view. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Oh god. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I love the red text box too, I love that. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
Well, you promised this morning you would check out some clubs, so I thought maybe...
What are you getting at, Sayori?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Like I said, I have absolutely no interest in literature. Sayori?
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Yeah, I'm going home.
But you promised!
Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Like how you promised me you'll look at clubs?
Fuck, she's got me there. I shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
Sayori grabs my wrist and yanks me out of the chair. Calm down! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year activities and classes. Sayori, full of energy, throws open the classroom door. Was it really necessary to use so much force when you could have just gently opened the door? I like how the music just stopped there. Oh god, I'm getting PTSD.
Everyone, the newest member is here!
What did I say about calling me a new member? Huh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. And now you're here. I've been really looking forward to finally seeing you. I might switch up my Yuri voice, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really like the deep voice that I gave her. I might try to switch it up next episode, I don't know, but for now I'm gonna keep the same voice. Wait, why did I say that out loud? My god. Who is this angel? She's absolutely stunning. I've never seen her around school before. I would have remembered if my eyes ever made contact with the likes of her. The way her lavender eyes pierce mine, her long purple hair which frames her face, her mature physique that any girl wished she'd had. Why do I feel so hot all of a sudden? My face is burning and my palms are sweaty. Are your knees weak? Are your knees weak and your arms are heavy? I'm sorry, I'm never gonna fucking do that again. You guys can unsubscribe for that. Does the school turn off the AC after hours or something?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Fire Demon, what a nice surprise.
Look, welcome to the club.
Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club has an incredibly cute girl. Oh, so it's literally just fuck Natsuki, fuck Monica. It's just, I want Yuri. Purely Yuri. I guess that is what I signed up for when I did a Yuri mod.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
My voice cannot do a Natsuki voice right now. Holy shit. So sorry, Natsuki.
Humph.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori steps closer and leans into my ear.
Can you believe that she's the same age as us, Fire Demon?
I turn to Sayori with a dumbfounded expression written on my face.
Don't let her size fool you. Natsuki can hold her own. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori steps away and turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I say this to both of them, however my eyes never stray off of Yuri.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. Monica smiles sweetly. That smile! That damn smile! Yeah, we had a class last year together, I believe. Monica and I were in the same chemistry class last year. I would joke with my friends about how me and her had chemistry together, implying more of a romantic connection. In reality, we really only had one interaction with each other. And that was when I had sneezed and she said, "Bless you," to which I accidentally responded with "you too."
That's right. It's great to see you again, Fire Demon.
Yeah, you too, Monica. Smooth.
Come sit down, Fire Demon. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Yeah, I think my Sayori and Natsuki voice are way too similar. I need to switch up either Natsuki's or Yuri's, or not Yuri's, Sayori's voice. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Sorry. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly trots back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you...
Natsuki trips and falls to the ground, tray in hand. No, not the cupcakes! No! Oh my god, are you okay? I rush out of my seat to help her.
Ugh, don't touch me!
Natsuki gets up onto her feet without my assistance. She quickly pats herself off.
The cupcakes!
The tray of cupcakes spilled over. I like how literally that was my first reaction too was no, not the cupcakes. On the floor, I see a dozen chocolate cupcakes with colored frosting ranging from pinks to whites. Each one is decorated to look like little cats with chocolate chips to make the nose and ears.
I'm sorry.
Natsuki looks really sad that she dropped her cupcakes. Sayori seems pretty sad too. Of course, Sayori literally only cares about food. Hey, it's alright. Look, not all of them fell out. I pick up the tray. Although a decent number of cupcakes hit the floor, there's still a few that stayed relatively safe in the tray. Hold on, I'm going to increase the text speed. Why is there no music? I guess there's just no music in this scene. We can still eat these, right?
Right. Yay! We still get cupcakes!
Natsuki, why don't you go get a broom and clean these up?
Alright.
Natsuki goes to the closet and we continue where we had left off. Sayori leans into my ear.
Hey, fire demon?
Yeah? Alright, we're back. I had to just really quickly grab a drink because my throat was killing me. But we're back. Hopefully the cut isn't too subtle or isn't too noticeable in the actual editing. Yeah?
You did good there.
Well, everyone just seemed disappointed.
And that's just like you.
What do you mean?
Alright, let's eat these cupcakes.
What did you mean by that? Sayori ignores my question. She immediately grabs one, followed by Monica, then me. Natsuki also returns, broom in hand. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get an icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. After she finishes sweeping up the mess, Natsuki returns to the table. She's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I shoved the entire cupcake into my mouth like a vacuum. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything.
Huh? I thought you technically did.
Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the center of the table. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Huh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I understand. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I do at least enjoy a cup of tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I almost choke on my tea. I was fearful of this question. I can't tell Monica I was bribed with cupcakes and then practically dragged here by Sayori. Sayori bribed me with cupcakes and then dragged me here. Monica shoots a glance at Sayori, then back at me. Oh, she's pissed. She then smiles warmingly at me. What?
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
So, Fire Demon, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, yet another question I was not ready to answer. Considering I've read little to nothing the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering. Yuri seems like an avid reader, so I need to give an answer that would seem impressive. Think, Fire Demon, think! Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up.
Did you say manga?
Yeah, why?
No reason.
Alright then. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Fuck, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take an advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of psychological horror lately. I read a horror book once. Technically, I watched a movie based off a book, but they're practically the same thing. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Trying to show off much?
What was that, Monica?
Oh, I was just saying that's unexpected, Yuri, for someone of such gentle nature like you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well,
Jesus, what the fuck happened with my voice there?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
Oh, that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Oh, well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Want to bet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your mind. I could listen to Yuri talk about writing all day. My thoughts are interrupted by Monica.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
You'll sit in awkward silence for a moment.
Okay, everyone, I have an idea.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. What? Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
Isn't that right, Fire Demon?
What is this, an interrogation? Why do these girls keep asking me difficult questions? Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh?
What's that? I never officially said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I haven't made a definitive decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and my train of thoughts have been derailed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Fire Demon,
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with Yuri. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sari wraps her arms around me in a vice-like grip, jumping up and down. Get it? Vice-like grip? Because she's the vice president? That's not funny. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Fine, Demon. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, you too, Monica. Once again, I failed to form a proper sentence in front of Monica. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Fire Demon! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh yeah, that's right. Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind can't stop focusing on one of the girls. Yuri. Maybe I'm crazy, but I definitely feel a connection between us. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I can take this opportunity to grow closer to her. Alright, I'll just have to play my cards right, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Perhaps if I write a good poem, I can gain the attention of a specific girl. Yuri said she liked horror, right? Well, let's see what I can conjure from that. I take a seat at my desk. Alright, well, I think that's probably gonna do it for this episode of Doki Doki Fallen Angel. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, post notifications so you can see every single time that I upload a new video. And yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for any other mods that I should play after I'm done with Fallen Angel, please drop them down in the comments down below. It would really help me out a ton. And with that, I'm gonna leave this video here. Peace out.